Zuru.
Wani pengu wani payment kawa.
Ngine
Zvakaitika nezvino ndezvokuti kuti pana akasumuka pa apa takaita kakavadzana nadhiraivha tikamuti wevhiya haina kuchipa zvokuti takati tichisumuka wevhiya akarova mvura ikapinda mukati kukadonha rimwe bhegi tiri pahapa tikakakavadzana nadhiraivha tikati iwe wevhi rirumu harina kuchipa akati akuudza kuti wevhi irori harina kuchipa ndiani ndimi dhiraivha here ndimire kaputeni chinyararai ndobva tafamba tasvika pakati handiziva kuti ndepapi mabhegi atanga kubuda nepapi nepashure pebhoti paya paya tikashedzera dhiraivha tikamuti iwe onei mabhegi nemadhishi ari kubuda murume uyo akaramba atichiitisira nharo tapamba sina kuwirirana akati takuudza kuti nyararai hapana wevhi tinosvika kwatiri kuenda ndobva tafamba tanyarara tichiona masikadhi ese zvunga zvichingobuda bhoti ratanga kudi kurereka ne1 side ndobva tafamba tasvika pakati handinyatsopaziva semunhu anga ndobva tati iwe tengiwa nerinenge riri kupinda mvura ona taakudi taakunyura akabuda futi akati akuudza kuti maakunyura ndiani tati naiwe uda kuti tiite seko bhoti tiri kufa kairi kunyura kuti ddf hainyure haiurai vanhu ndobva adzokera futi kunodhiraivha tasvika pakati futi pemvura handinyatsopaziva kuti nditi ndepapi bhoti ratanga kuenda 1 side rachera mvura vanhu vanga vari kumashure ndobva vati vakomana bhoti rachera mvura ndobva akasumuka akati chibudai vanhu mumire ku1 side tione vanhu vaiva kusaidi kwanga kwazara mvura ndobva vabuda vakamira kusaidi kwatantiri tafamba distance hatina kumbofamba distance yakati kusaidi tione vanhu vaiva kusaidi kwanga kwazara mvura ndobva vabuda vakamira
tragedy that has occurred that has left Zimbabwe in shock. The sinking of Mbuyane ferry on Lake Kariba, a disaster that has raised painful questions about safety, responsibility, warnings, and even the spiritual meaning that some people attach to the name Neanda and the history of the Kariba region. So the ferry was traveling from Kariba town towards the Nyami Nyami area when disaster struck. So what was supposed to be an ordinary journey across one of Zimbabwe's most important waterways suddenly turned into a desperate fight for survival. So Lake Kariba is not an ordinary body of water, but it's a vast, powerful, and capable of producing dangerous waves, particularly when underweather conditions change. The lake has also carried enormous cultural and spiritual significance for communities around the Zambezi Valley. Traditional beliefs surrounding Nyami Nyami, the area, the river spirit associated with the Zambezi and Kariba, have existed for generations. Historical accounts also describe how local communities viewed the waters around Kariba with respect and caution. So, the Mbuyane was one of the vessels serving communities around Lake Kariba. Reports indicate that the vessel was used by people traveling between Kariba town and fishing communities. Now, let's look at the video when people were being sent off.
inopera newevi
binga kwai binga ndo rinoya nehove kwai rinoita overtake kwai kwangoona binga wevi rarova so hove dzakobuda
dziri kuuya hariri
vanhu vatofamba chinongerera hove
kwanoenda nerivhesiri
aiwa apatena pambera
inyaya yewevi baba
komanaka pari kutangira newevhi racho pano ka
Korakalodera.
Eh?
Arina mboloda.
Arina lodere.
Arina lodi.
Oh, ningiro ringadai rakanyura mvura.
Pemba irimba side. Tori mudenga.
Yeah. Oh.
Pana loda.
But you can see that the people who were sending off the vessel actually knew what was happening, and they knew that the wave was actually very dangerous. So the vessel, such as Neanda, Chaminuka, and Nyami Nyami, had been serving communities around the lake for many years, with residents in places such as Mola, Charara, Gache Gache, depending on water transport to reach Kariba town. So on this particular journey, however, the situation would become extremely dangerous. So according to the latest report, the vessel was carrying significantly more people than its capacity, and the Civil Protection Unit has reported that that ticket records showed 114 adult passengers and 5 crew members on board. Although the final number could not be higher because some children may not have required tickets, so the vessel stated capacity was about 90 passengers. So you can see that this ferry had a lot of people on board. Right. Reports also indicate that there were not adequate safety measures that were in place, including concerns about life-saving equipment and the general preparedness of the vessel. These allegations will need to be established through a proper investigation, but they raise an important question. When a vessel is carrying some dozens of people across a huge lake, what happens when something goes wrong? So a ferry crossing Lake Kariba cannot be treated like an ordinary road journey. Once the vessel moves away from the shore, the passengers are surrounded by water, and if the boat develops a serious problem, rescue can become extremely difficult. Right. That's why you see a situation like this is needed. When you see people on board, they need all of them to have their life vest on, and there's nothing like life vest should be kept somewhere, and everyone on board should be having the life vest or a life jacket with them. So that's the safety measure that should always be in place. Right. You can see that they also reported that the water was getting into the boat, and you can see that some of those things, they actually lost some of the things, through that wall. You can see the water getting in there. Yeah, so that was
Iwe.
Right. These are the scenes that you see when people were getting on board, and people were actually getting there. It's reported that there were about 154 people on board, according to the actual number that we've just received. So the tragedy became even more disturbing because, according to the accounts circulating after the disaster, there were warnings about the condition of the lake. People reportedly noticed the waves becoming dangerous, while others raised the alarm when the water began entering the vessel. So you can see the disaster was already happening and people were seeing it. So if passengers or people on board were calling out that water was entering the vessel, what happened next was the ferry immediately turned around, was the engine stopped, were passengers instructed to move to safer positions, were life jackets immediately distributed, and was there a functioning emergency plan? These are not questions that should be answered through rumors, social media. They require proper investigation. So, what we do not know is that authorities have said the vessel was hit by a strong wave and capsized. Rescue efforts followed with police, the Civil Protection Unit, and other teams involved in searching for survivors. At the time of the list reports, 77 people had been rescued, 15 bodies had been recovered, and 27 people were still reported missing. Authorities have warned that the numbers could change as rescue and identification process continues. But behind every number is a human being. So behind the number of passengers is a mother, father, a child, a brother, a sister, a friend, or a relative. So families who expect their loved ones to arrive at their destinations were instead left waiting for answers. And this is why accountability matters.
I saw trouble strike a vessel carrying people, and that vessel was overloaded. Is this a ferry or a ship? This is not an ocean.
Right, you can see there is a prediction by Dr. Ian Love back in 2016. He actually predicted this event, that it would happen, and you can see the event there having happened. Yeah, so the questions should not be so there is also another dimension to the story that has generated intense discussion in Zimbabwe, the name Mbuya Nehanda. So Mbuya Nehanda is one of the most powerful historical and spiritual figures in Zimbabwe memory. The historical figure known as Nehanda Charwe Nyakasikana was a spirit medium and one of the leaders associated with the first Chimurenga against colonial rule. For many Zimbabweans, the name Nehanda represents resistance, sacrifice, nationalism, and the struggle for freedom. But for some people, the name also carries a deeper spiritual significance. So you can see whether this was something that is linked to the spiritual name Nehanda or something else. So, but for some people, the name also carries deeper spiritual significance. Following this tragedy, some voices have begun asking whether the naming of the vessel after Mbuya Nehanda has any spiritual significance. Others have gone even further, arguing that the ruling elite may have abused and misappropriated historical and spiritual names for political purposes. There are even people who are linking the tragedy to the wider controversy surrounding Munu Mutapa, the ancient Mutapa tradition, that the use of historical symbols by political leaders. It is important to make a clear distinction here. There is currently no established evidence showing that the name of the ferry, the name Nehanda, the Munu Mutapa tradition, or any spiritual belief caused the ferry to sink. But the physical explanation reported by authorities is that the vessel was struck by a strong wave. You can see there the rescue efforts actually being done as well. So it is important to make a clear distinction here that there is currently no established evidence to this claim. Nevertheless, the spiritual interpretation is part of the public conversation, particularly because Lake Kariba itself has a long history of stories about Nyami Nyami and the spiritual significance of the Zambezi Valley. Academic research has documented how local communities have traditionally regarded parts of the Kariba landscape as spiritual significance. Right. This is exactly what has transpired. Have a